The takeaway from the Critical Minerals Conference about Africa is really talking about Africa having, enough resources to assist the world in the energy transition. One or two things that we do need to do is to ensure that the governments in the various African countries help us through this entire process to ensure that monetary and fiscal stability is there, that local content, rules, regulations are actually sensible in the way that it mustn't restrict, foreign revenues coming through or dollar revenues coming through to those various countries. And we also need to make sure that that as financiers, and that's what I am, working at a financial institution, I have to make sure that I'm very comfortable, with the country. I need to make sure that I'm comfortable with the ore body, also with the ESG requirements that's linked to it as well, in order for me to take the project forward to be considered for finance. The more exciting projects that we are seeing on the African continent is really looking at minerals and metals that's not been financed before, from an African point of view. And those are rare earths, for example. A graphite has been financed in the past, especially if you look at what happened in Mozambique. But Tanzania, there's a lot of projects that we are very excited about. And clearly copper will always remain a favorite for many institutions. So we are looking at the DRC. That's got cobalt, obviously, there as well, as we all know, and Zambia. And we mustn't forget about South Africa. There's still a few ore bodies sitting here that we can actually look at, finance, and help with the economic growth for the country. Yes, my message to all the investors out there is that Africa is still a continent that you need to consider to invest in as well. I think everyone is trying to work through the ESG requirements, making sure that we can tick all of those boxes. But the continent cannot be ignored. With the abundance of resources out there, it's surely something that everyone should be looking at, because we need to do decarbonization, and that's where the minerals sit. So please come to Africa.